Hey guys, it's Katie and welcome to another video. Today we're gonna go over my 2021 goals as a new mom, being pregnant, giving birth, all of those juicy things. I want to give a nice warm welcome to all of my new subscribers. I appreciate you guys and all your support. It really helps out my channel, so thank you. And if you are new here and would like to see more lifestyle pregnancy videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because there are more videos to come. So let's get into the video. So the first thing that I want to go over is kind of a pregnancy outline of some steps that I'm going to be taking from now up until my birth. As of right now, I only have 4 months to go. I am currently 21 weeks and 3 days pregnant as of today. Tomorrow when you're seeing this video, yes, I know I am filming this video a little bit late, but I have been super lazy and having pregnancy pains, so I have been just laying down in my bed doing nothing. So tomorrow when you guys are saying this, I will be 21 weeks and 4 days pregnant. The next major step in my outline, guideline, whatever you want to call it, is the baby shower. I do plan on having the baby shower in March. I'm not planning the baby shower. I also don't know what day in March it's gonna happen, but we want to do it in March just in case I have my baby within April 1st and May 1st, so that is what we're gonna do. Another thing I would like to have done is my nursery. So I want my nursery to be done by April. April at the latest. I mean, I'll probably start doing it here shortly just because I don't really have much to do. And gathering the supplies and decorating the nursery just sounds like a ton of fun. I'm actually going to do a whole video on how I'm going to thrift my nursery and then a nursery tour. So you guys will see that later in the future. During your whole pregnancy, you go into the doctors. In the beginning, it's like every 4 weeks, and then every 2 weeks, and then every week, or something like that. Right now, I'm at every 4 weeks. So at my next doctor's appointment, I actually have to do the blood work and the glucose drink, which sounds awful. I'll have to get my blood drawn twice in one day, and I already hate my blood being drawn to begin with. Like, it doesn't hurt, I just hate the pressure that you feel in your arm right there, and I don't like, I don't know, the thought of needles just is not very pleasant. One of the last things that needs to be done is my birth plan. I don't know exactly what my birth plan is going to look like at the moment. That is something that I will talk with my doctor with and definitely schedule with the hospital. I can definitely create a video sharing my birth plan and what I plan to do. If that's something you're interested in, go ahead and comment it down in the comments and I would very much appreciate it. And the very last thing that I have planned in this pregnancy outline is to have at least $3,000 saved for maternity leave. Unfortunately, since I work in Oregon and not Washington where I reside, I do not get paid for maternity leave. It's actually something new that even popped up in Washington. I think starting 2019, we started paying into this if you worked in Washington for FMLA or something like that, and then in 2020 they actually implemented it. So in Washington, as of 2020, you get paid for maternity leave, but I don't work in Washington, I work in Oregon, where they are not implementing this until 2023. And if you know what year it is definitely not 2023. So we have been saving every single penny that we get so that we can afford to stay home with our child. Casey does get maternity leave, or I don't know if it's called something else when it's the husband getting it, but since he works in Washington, he will be able to stay home and also be paid. So that is it for that portion. So let's get into my 2021 goals. So I broke this up into 3 categories, and each category has 2 things in them. So we'll start with the first one, which is content. When I say content, I mean YouTube content, Instagram content, things like social media platforms, photos, videos, those type of things. And the number one thing in this list, I know there's only 2 in each category, but the number one in this one is I need a new camera and a microphone. I have been using my phone, which is a Galaxy S10 Plus, to create my videos, to edit my videos, and the quality is not awful, but I know that getting a camera will definitely be a step up in my video quality and in my audio quality. And I'm really excited to see what changes I can make with those upgrades. I do plan on getting like a mic Rode, I think that's what they're called. And then I also plan on getting the Canon EOS 50M, I think is what it's called. I have done my research on it. It takes great photos as well as great videos. It can take 4K videos, but what sucks about the 4K video when you take it is that it has to be done manually instead of being automatic, which isn't a huge issue. And then the next thing to go along is my editing. I want to start working on my editing skills and adding in more slides and more clicking sounds and things to make my YouTube videos more interesting for you guys, so that this is something that you'd actually want to see on a maybe weekly basis. The next category that I have is family. The first thing that I have on this is to have a routine and be consistent. I recently started, maybe in the past month or so, having more of a every other day routine so that I can have things done without it being the end of the week and I have a ton of stuff that needs to be done. And then I'm just exhausted at the end of the day. Come Monday, I'm hurting. So during my pregnancy, I've learned to take smaller steps but do them more frequently so that I have a cleaner house, I have healthier skin, I'm getting more sleep. So maintaining a routine so I know that I can keep up with a routine and being consistent so that when my baby gets here, then I can start creating new routines with my baby and hopefully help with sleep and eating and just all the basic needs of an infant. Which brings me to my next thing is I really just want to have a healthy baby and a healthy family. We've been going through some health issues in the family in the last couple of weeks, and it's been really difficult, and we've racked up some bills, unfortunately. I'm just happy that we're getting to a spot where we can be healthy and working on ourselves. And last but not least, the final category is upgrades. So, what I mean when I say upgrades is number 1, I want to buy a new car. Right now, I have a little Mazda sedan. It's not really little, it's about mid-sized. But I also have a 120-pound dog, and that is not going to work when I have a baby. He's not going to want to sit nicely in the backseat with the baby when the baby is here. So we need something that's going to have enough space in the back, in the trunk, as well as be able to hold the baby in the backseat. We also have Casey's truck, which is a Toyota Tacoma, but unfortunately it is only a 2-seater, and it does have a bed in the back with like a cover on it. I know what that's called. I really can't remember right now. And usually that's what we take to the beach. It has 4-wheel drive, so we just put the kennel and the dog in the back and we sit in the front. But there isn't any space in the front for our baby to sit. So, again, we need something that's a little bit more family friendly. If you have any recommendations for that, actually leave them down below because there are so few recommendations. But what I am looking for is 4-wheel drive, a nice spacious trunk, so it's most likely going to be an SUV, and enough space in the back. Yeah, so that's it. The next thing is kind of an upgrade. It's kind of a step closer to an upgrade, which is saving for a house. That is definitely something that we've really been working hard on since the day we turned 18, really, to build our credit and to be able to buy a house. I know I've talked about it in a previous video that we were actually looking for a house to buy. And unfortunately, since COVID, there hasn't been a lot of houses on the market. And the houses on the market are, at least in Vancouver, are ridiculously expensive. For like a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom cottage with like no yard, it's like $425,000. And that's ridiculous. So we want to save for a house, and we are going to wait. We will have a new house before we have a second kid. And hopefully by the time me and Casey are actually married, we will also have a house. Buying a house is actually really heavy on our minds, especially because living in a condo, townhouse, whatever you want to call it, we don't have a yard, and it's going to be probably really difficult for us to be able to maintain a new baby and be able to go on walks with the dog. So that is it for this video. If you guys want to comment down below any of your 2021 goals, and we can definitely have a conversation about it and just show each other some love, that would be awesome. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.